Two. So welcome to Mornings with Nano. Today is Wednesday, November 10, 2021. And today we're going to go over a very important topic, okay? I think that it's important that you guys understand a little bit more about the importance that comes with leadership, okay, and everything that has to do with it. There's a training that I did about probably sometime earlier this year that I haven't done in a very long time. I've only done this training once on Mornings with Nano, and I did it very early on to start the year. So I want to be able to come in here and go over some of this stuff. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about in the month of October when, we talked about leadership, right? So, I want to talk about the 5 words to live for as a leader. Okay, that's what I'm going to be going over here today. The 5 words to live by as a leader. This is very, very, very important. These are the 5 words that you must live by as a leader. Okay. Now, I want you all to understand is as a leader, you don't want to be somebody that fakes it until you make it. Okay. You never want to be the individual that fakes it till you make it. Look, I'll be honest with you guys. Coming into this journey, coming into this, business at the beginning, people told me, yo, fake it till you make it. Fake that you making money. Fake that, you have success in your trading results. Fake it a lot. Like fake that you actually have a car and all of that stuff. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's just not me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fake it till I make it. You know what I'm saying? But something that really did stick with me was something that, it was something that one of my mentors told me, and it stuck with me because he said, you got to faith it till you make it, not fake it till you make it. Okay. You got to faith it till you make it. Okay. And when we think about the definition of faith, we think about the definition of faith, which is believing in the unseen, right? Believing in something that you cannot yet see. Okay. And I remember, not being able to see this version of Nano. Okay. I couldn't see this person. I couldn't see the version of me right now, but I had to have faith that I would get here. Okay. Because none of us here, we can't put ourselves and the word fake in the same sentence. You will never, ever, ever fake it till you make it. Because if you do, it wasn't done intentionally. It wasn't done with the right ethics, with the right principles, and anything that is built off the wrong ethics and the wrong principles. What do you think is going to happen to that, guys? Type it in the chat box. What would happen if you build something off of the wrong ethics, the wrong principles? There you go. Ellie said it. It will crumble. It will perish. It will fall. It's not going to work. It won't work. It will crash and burn. It will not stand because you didn't build it on the right principles. You didn't build it on the right foundation. Okay. But if you build it off of faith, if you build it off of the right principles and you lead by example, okay, then that's going to be a solid foundation for you. Okay. And, I got this training from my brother, Matt Rosa, and, they talk about, we have to be servants. We are on this earth to be served, to serve. That's our goal. That's our purpose in life, is to serve, to help others. Okay. And the beautiful thing about our business and about network marketing is that in order for us to get to where we want to go, we got to help others. So the reason why I say that we are a part of the best business in the world is because our business requires us to serve. And like CJ said, the service to many leads to greatness. Okay. And the best servant, student, and leader was Jesus, was God. Right. And it's so important that you guys understand that because, the way it's explained in a very beautiful way. Okay. And the 5 words are well done, good and faithful servant. Okay, these are the 5 words that you got to live by as a leader. Well done, good and faithful servant. Okay, and I'm going to break down what each word means and how you can start using it on a day-to-day basis to work in your favor. Okay, so it's important that you guys understand that if you're faithful with a few things, God will now put you in charge of many things. If you are faithful with a few, I will now put you in charge of many things. Now, you guys heard me talk about the stories yesterday that I was saying how I was so faithful with the small amounts that I had in the bank account, with the small amount of people that I had on my team. And I was telling you guys a lot about my story very early on how I took big sacrifices and I believed in myself and I knew that I would get here. But you guys got to understand that I was faithful when the amounts were small. I was grateful when the amounts were small. I was grateful for mornings with Neno when there was only 10, 20, 50 people on the calls. Now we have thousands that jump on every morning. I was grateful when I only had less than $100 in my bank account. Now there's thousands of dollars in my bank account. You see what I'm saying? So it's about the gratitude, guys. The gratitude is so important. And that's something that I mentioned to you guys very early. So the 5 words to live by as a leader. The number 1 is well. First word is well. Okay, and I'm going to bring the whiteboard up here because I'm sure you guys will probably want me to bring it up here. I'm going to go over it really quick here with you guys. Right? The first word is well. All right, let's go right here. Let me just write it down. 5 words to live by as a leader. The first word, number 1, is well. Now, what is well? Well, basically, well, it speaks to excellence. What do you mean by that, Nano? It speaks to excellence. Well, you got to ask yourself, are you doing things and operating with an attitude of excellence? Are you doing things and operating with an attitude of excellence? All right. Very important that you guys understand this information that I'm sharing with you guys right now. All right. Think about it. Did you wake up today with excellence? That's the first question you got to ask yourself. Did I wake up with excellence today? Did I wake up at the time that I said I was going to wake up? Did I read the book? Did I listen to the audio? Did I take time to focus on myself this morning? It's important that you understand this information that I'm sharing with you guys because this is going to be the stuff that takes you to another level. Okay. So did you do it? Are you moving with excellence? You said you were going to wake up at 5:55. Did you wake up at 5:55? You said you were going to wake up at 6:30. Did you wake up at 6:30? You said you were going to be doing your morning routine this week. Did you start doing your morning routine this week? Because if not, then you're not moving with excellence. You're not moving with excellence. You're moving like an average person. And well speaks to excellence. The first word speaks to excellence. Okay, but excellence is doing all that you can with what you have. Excellence is doing all that you can with what you have. It's very important. Is doing all that you can with what you have. Are you doing all that you can with what you have, or are you making excuses? But Nano, I don't have money. I hear so many people complain about so many things all the time and make all the excuses in the world. But Nano, I don't have money. But Nano, I don't have the time. But Nano, you know, I got 2 kids. I got 3 kids. But Nano, this. But Nano, that. That's not doing all that you can with what you have. Because you can't change the cards that were dealt to you. You can't change that. So the moment that you make excuses, you're not moving with excellence. If anything, do your best to turn your excuses into the things that fuel you. You don't have the time, let that fuel you. You have kids, let your kids be the fuel that push you to go harder. Instead, don't use your kids as an excuse as to why you shouldn't go harder. Since when does that make sense? Since when is it okay for you to use your kids as an excuse not to go harder? If anything, you should be the example for your kids and show them that even though I have you, even though I have 2 of you, 3 of you, I'm going to go 10 times harder. Don't be the person that says, oh, because I have kids that I'm going to make excuses. No. Let's be the one that leads by example for our kids so we could be able to change the narrative moving forward. And that's something I've always understood, even though myself, I don't have kids, okay? But I know that when I do, trust me, I want to be the best at everything that I do. So I'm going to be the best father that I can be. I'm going to read books on how to be the best father. I'm going to read books on how to build relationships with my kids. I'm going to read books on, I'm going to be the best parent that I can be in the whole entire world for my kids. And I will never, ever, ever make an excuse for them because my parents never made an excuse and they did it without having any money. I have to be excellent in everything that I do because listen to this, guys. And I know you guys are all going to be able to answer this in the chat box. How you do one thing is how you do, type it in the chat box. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So you're not excellent with your kids. It means you're not going to be excellent in your business. You're not excellent in your business. That means you're not going to be excellent within your relationship. If you're not excellent within your relationship, that means you're not going to be excellent in many other areas in your life. I hope you guys are listening because I'm going to start getting really, really real on this call. How you do one thing is how you would do everything. So you have to be excellent at everything that you're doing. You have to move with that spirit of excellence. I say I'm going to do something and I do those things. I say I'm going to be a great leader and I become that great leader. I say I'm going to work on my relationship with my significant other and I work on my relationship with my significant other. I say I'm going to build a closer relationship with my kids and lead by example for them, and you do exactly as you say. Every day that you don't go out there and you do what you said you were going to do, remember, you're not only letting yourself down, you're letting generations behind you down. Every day I slack off, even though I don't have kids, they're going to have to, I'm holding them back. Everything I'm doing now is for my future kids, and I don't even have any yet. I can't slip up. I can't allow them to wake up and not live the life of their dreams. I got to be there. I got to be the one that leads by example. Show people that you can get whatever you want. Doesn't matter where you are in your life. Okay. So the first word is well. The second one is done. Second one is done. Now, listen to this. This one is going to hit a lot of you guys. There's a difference, okay? There's a difference between starting something and finishing something. There's a difference, okay? And here we have the haters of the year acting like we care about them, but at the end of the day, doesn't even matter, bro, what you do. So Tommy, we wish you nothing but love, my brother. We hope that you can heal from whatever it is that you're going through, bro. Just know that the energy that you're putting out, bro, is gonna come back tenfold, brother. So I hope that, you know, God is taking care of you, fam, because it's gonna get very, very hard for you, bro. It's gonna get very, very hard for you with the energy you're putting out right now. Okay. We're talking about God and you're over here talking about God knows what, you know. So God bless you, bro, and hope that, you know, you're ready for what's coming for you. But with that being said, guys, done speaks to, there's a difference between starting something and finishing something. Okay, put some hearts in the chat box. Let's spread good energy, good energy, good energy, good energy in the chat, good energy in the chat, right? Good energy, because nothing can stop. No weapon built against us will prosper, okay? So there's a difference between starting something and finishing something. Now, one of the biggest things that hold people back is that they have a habit of starting things and never finishing things. They start a book and don't finish the book. They start books and don't finish books. They start a journey and they don't finish the journey. There's so many people that we know that started this journey and didn't finish it. They weren't leading by example. They weren't leading by example. That's the problem. There's a difference, right? And, you know, there's so many people that when you sit down and you actually think about it, you know, one of the things that held me back early on in my network marketing career, you know, was the fact that, you know, I would start things and I wouldn't finish things. I would say I was going to do things and I wouldn't go out there and do it. And I want you to understand, guys, that that's probably one of the things right now that have been holding you back in 2021. One of the things that held you back in 2021 was the fact that you started things and you didn't finish it. Think about all the things that you started this year that you didn't finish. That's probably why you're not where you want to be at. That's probably why you're dealing with the challenges and the struggles that you're going through in life right now, is because you said you would do things and you didn't do them. And this is the consequences for doing that. Remember, guys, there's agreements to this. There's agreements. There's agreements. What is the first agreement? You have to be impeccable with your word. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you are basically causing harm to yourself. It's harm. You're literally hurting yourself, but not physically, spiritually. You hurt yourself spiritually. And now you're in debt to God, to the universe, to the higher version of you. Because if you think about it, the higher version of you, the best version of you, will not start something and not finish it. The best version of you will start something and finish it. If they say they're going to do it, they do it. They start a book, they'll finish the book. They say they're going to do an event and they'll do the event. They say they're going to make the sacrifices and they'll make the sacrifices. The best version of you is holding you accountable right now. And they're basically making you go through the challenges and the consequences that you're going through right now because of all the things that you said that you were going to do that you didn't do. And this is just the consequences of it. And that includes Neno. And that includes me. There were things that I said. Don't think that Neno got it all right and think that Neno got it all figured out. No. Trust me, there were things that I said I was going to do that I didn't do either. And guess what? I'm facing the consequences for it. But it makes me reflect, though. It's like, you know what, Neno? There it goes. It's easier said than done, guys. Look, I promise you, it's easier. It's a lot easier for me to come up here on Mornings with Neno and teach it than actually go out there and apply this information as well. Now, am I really, really good at applying it? And do I do a better job than most? Yes. But guys, there's still things that I've said that I would do that I didn't do. I want you guys to understand that. There's things that there was times I was supposed to wake up at certain times and I didn't wake up in excellence. Trust me, guys, what you guys go through, Neno goes through as well. I'm not perfect. I'm figuring it out with you guys as we go, family. We all figuring it out as we go. Trust me. We all figuring it out. But it's the journey, and it's a journey, and I'm just so grateful because of it, because I've learned so much from myself about it. So make sure that in 2022, actually for the rest of the year, get in the habit of when you start something, finish it. Because you want to go into 2022 with that habit. You want to go into 2022 with the habit of, you know what? Everything I start, I will finish no matter what. And trust me when I tell you guys that that will make all the difference for all of you guys. It'll help every single one of you guys win and take yourselves to next levels. Promise you that. Promise you that, all right? So that word was done. All right. The next word to live by is good, right? Good speaks about your character. Speaks about your character and integrity. Speaks about your character and integrity, right? Don't pretend to be somebody. Be the person that you actually are, right? I never pretended to be anybody I wasn't. I always was authentic with who I was, always. I never tried to compare myself to nobody because remember, write this down. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Comparison is the thief of all joy. You can ask any one of my friends that have grown up with me. They tell me all the time, bro, you're still the same person, bro. You haven't changed. You're still the same Neno, bro. It's just, you're just more extraordinary with your mind, though. Same guy, same humble individual, never changed. But guess what? My mind has become extraordinary. I've always been a goofy, happy, and whatever you want to call me, I don't know. But I was actually sitting down with my brother Jonathan the other day, and he told me something that I really appreciated. He was like, yo, you know what I love about Neno? Neno has made hundreds and thousands of dollars, and he's never changed. Never changed. And that meant a lot to me because I never wanted to be somebody that because I made money, that I changed. Because my mentor always taught me, he said, money only exposes who you really are. So when you see people that make money and they change, it was because that was who they always was. It was always that person. There was always that person. It's just money exposes who you really are, family. I always stayed grounded and I always stayed humble to my roots, fam, regardless of where I'm at. Okay. You see, I always stay true. I always smile. I always lead by example. I always show love and show gratitude. Bro, I show love to people that don't show love to me. I show love to people that don't show love to me. When my merch dropped, the people that I thought would show me love didn't show me love. And when their stuff drops, I'm the first one to buy it. I'm different. You feel me? I don't care if I'm always like that. Because at the end of the day, I will never let anything change me. I was always and still always be one of the trillers. And remember, integrity is who you are when you're all alone. Integrity is who you are when you're all alone. What are you doing on your own? Not same one. Because remember, good, the letter word, the word good speaks about your character and your integrity. So who are you when you're all alone? You got to make sure you understand this stuff. And remember this, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to fix in your life in private so that when the spotlight hits you, you don't crumble. Make sure you write that one down. There are things in your life that you're going to have to fix privately so when the spotlight hits you, you don't crumble. That's something that a lot of us need to do. A lot of us on this call, there's a lot of things that we need to fix privately. You can't fix it in public. You got to fix it privately. Because when that spotlight hits you, family, you better not crumble. Better not crumble. Trust me, there was a lot of things that I had to fix in the dark that you guys didn't get to see. And when the light hit me, I was ready for it, because guess what? You know what happens with a lot of people? A lot of people don't fix those things in private, and then they get put in the spotlight and they're not ready for it and they crumble. I've seen it too many times to count. Way too many times, because they weren't ready. They weren't ready. Remember, guys, time exposes you or promotes you. Either or. You see, everybody that left your business in the last 90 days, they got exposed. You guys got promoted. You're still here. You heard what I said yesterday. This disaster is okay because it was our graduation. Guys, we celebrated yesterday. We all graduated yesterday. We noticed that the disasters that we actually went through the last 90 days were actually not a disaster. They were actually a graduation, getting us to the next level. Congratulations, we did it. We made it through the tough times. Time promoted us. It didn't expose us. It exposed a lot, but it promoted very few. And that's how it always is going to be, guys. Don't be surprised. And that's how life really is. Time will promote very few, but expose a lot of people. Because a lot of people are capping. A lot of people are not who they say they are. A lot of people aren't moving and speaking with excellence. A lot of people are not, starting things and finishing things. A lot of people don't have the right characters and integrity, and those are the ones that fold. Everybody that left my business lacked character and integrity. That's the reason why they got exposed. They got exposed. I had people I did everything for, bro, in my business. I had people I flew out to their cities. I spent thousands of dollars to be there for them to turn their backs on me when things got hard. What? That says everything about you. The moment it got hard, you turned your back on people that did everything for you. Perfect. You got exposed. Thank you, God, for exposing those that didn't have the right intentions. And you will see a lot of those people in your life, and it's okay. You know what that is? To pour everything you have into people, invest your hard-earned money into other people to see them win, put them in position, make sure that they win, and then things get hard and they turn their backs on you and they stop doing what they said that they were going to do, and they forget that we have a mission that we're still on, regardless of what is going on at times. They get exposed. And I still love them, though, because I don't hate nobody. Hate is too strong of a word. I don't hate nobody. But guess what? You love them on the way in and you love them on the way out. And you send them nothing but love and appreciation. Because one day they'll notice that there wasn't nobody more realer than I was. And that's how you got to be. One day they will notice how real you actually were. When they go out there into the real world and they find that there wasn't much people out there that will do the things that you did for them that others won't do for them. And that's important. Okay, that's number 4. And that's number 3. Number 4 is faithful. Faithful. Listen to this. Great leaders learn to love the process. And they learn to bring their own weather into every season. Faithful. Gotta be faithful. Remember, guys, the problem is not the problem. It's rather how you react and respond to that problem that will determine how successful you are. Good leaders are faithful, and it comes from their gratitude. I noticed something very, very, very powerful when the season of the weeds, right? When you're getting rid of the weeds, when the people are being exposed, I noticed that the ones that stayed were the ones that practiced the most gratitude. That's the facts. The ones that were the most faithful to the vision, not to me. At the end of the day, nobody's being faithful to me. I want you guys to understand that it's not about being faithful to me. It's about being faithful to what you said you were going to do. Faithful to the vision and the mission that we're on. Remember, guys, success is slow, fast. It takes years to become an overnight success. Years. People might look at me now and be like, yo, Neno, you made it. But you didn't look at the last 4 years of struggles and ups and downs that I've been through to get here. I've been faithful to those that put me on. You don't think that my brother Darwin, the person that put me on, I don't agree with everything that he says. I don't. But guess what? That's my brother. That's my family. I will never fold on my brothers, regardless of the ups, the downs. Bro, me and him could have a fist fight tomorrow, and it's not that I will leave the business. He could tell me that he doesn't like me, that he hates me, whatever, and I'll never fold, because at the end of the day, I never forget where I came from, bro. I'll never forget the fact that he was the one that put me in position to make me a better person, a better family man, a better son, and put me in position to win. I don't care what happens. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care if it falls all tomorrow and I have to grab the hammer and build it back up again from square one. I will never fold on the vision that we set out, fam. Never. Are you crazy? I'm a faithful person, faithful to the vision. I never fold, never quit. How dare you quit? That's the real question. How dare you quit? So you guys got to understand that you can't quit on what you said you were going to do. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter if you lose everything. If you built it up and you lose it again, if you built it up and lose it again, it doesn't matter how hard, how difficult, how challenging, how many people doubted you, said this, said that, you lost a family member, this. It doesn't matter what happens. You never, ever, 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 ever quit. Ever. Ever. Never. You know why? Because you can't go back to where we came from. We from the bottom. Why you want to go back there? Keep pushing every day. Push, 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 push. And if you fall, you get back up again. And if you fall, you get back up again. And if you fall, you get back up again. But you never go back to where you started. Because remember, winners never quit and quitters never win. And that's the facts. And then the last word is servant. Well done, good and faithful servant. Okay. The greatest title on earth. The greatest title on earth is not that Neno's a chairman or that Neno is the host of Mornings with Neno. That's not the greatest title. The greatest title is that Neno was a servant student. And remember this, and we're going to end the call on this point right here. If serving is beneath you, listen to this, okay? If serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you. If serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you. That's the facts. Can't be a leader if you don't want to serve, fam. Your goal, if you don't want to serve people, you don't want to help others, stop wasting your time with this business and go find something else that you can do. If you're not here to serve, if you're not here to help others, then leadership is way beyond you. This might not be the business for you. Go be something else. Go find something else that doesn't include you to serve. But when it comes to the business of network marketing, you have to serve. I get so annoyed and I get so when people tell me, Neno, I just want to trade. Bro, you have to serve though. If it wasn't for somebody serving, you wouldn't even know about trading. You wouldn't even know about network marketing. So now you want to keep it all to yourself and not serve? You want to block your blessing like that? Come on, bro. Are you serious? Why? Because you're uncomfortable with serving? That's the reason why? It's not the right way to do it, fam. That's very, very selfish. So if serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you. And that's the fact. So with that being said, those are the 5 words to live by. Well done, good, and faithful servant. Type a 5 in the chat box if you guys got value from that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, we got to wrap it up. This is why, you know, we gotta get this on YouTube, because I could have kept going, but you know, we got to wrap it up because there's another call right behind us. But look, guys, make sure that you guys are, you know, tapping in with the Mornings with Neno podcast as well. If you haven't been hearing it, guys, season 3, honestly, till this day has been the best season that we've dropped since the podcast has started. The numbers have been incredible. The amount of people that have been listening to it, the reviews, the feedback, the comments, the amount of people that have been having breakthroughs listening to season 3 has been out of this world, guys. So if you haven't heard season 3 of Mornings with Neno's podcast, go take a look at it. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. It's in all platforms. Go take a look at it. Give it a listen, leave a review, leave a comment, show love, share it on your page. Let's get Mornings with Neno's podcast top 25 by the end of the year. We already got into the 100s, right? We're already in the top 100. Let's get it to top 25. Help me do that, guys, because once we do that, we global, baby. And we're going to do big, big things in 2022, guys. I promise you that. So I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time to